U.S. media say none of this existed for decades? Why'd they say you were a crazy kook if you talked about it? Why are you arrested if you try to cover it? Why has Bilderberg Group's own minutes been released over the years where they are literally setting world policy with world leaders and telling them what to do? This is big news. This is important, and we are sick and tired of it. And we're tired of being harassed and death-threatened and everything else that we go through to bring people this information. So notice they act like it doesn't exist, and then when we do expose it, they go, okay, big deal, don't look at that, nobody cares, let's just move along. Oh, big deal, you showed some... In fact, that's what he's on the Trilateral Commission, that CNN reporter, the head of CNN International, is running around. He got questioned by We Are Change about it. He said, oh, big deal, just some old men meeting, it's nothing, nobody cares. And the Trilateral Commission runs nothing either. Meanwhile, he's one of their board members. So they deny it exists, and then when you finally point it out, they go, oh, it's nothing. And you go, well, here's your own documents that you're engaged in crime. Huh? What? Police arrest him. Ah. Folks, these are the people that stole $14.8 trillion, more than $10 trillion from Europe and England. So total, that's 24+ trill in 7 months, and they're just getting started and announcing, and they're grabbing our car companies and handing them over to foreign interests and saying GM will now be foreign cars brought into the U.S., and Chrysler's just going to go completely away. And then tax money, the bailouts that were given to them, 50-something billion, that'll be used to relocate to Italy at Fiat and relocate GM to Brazil and China. Hey, cops serving all of this, what are you going to do when you lose your job? Well, you're not. You're going to live like third world cops and then be even more corrupt, taking kickbacks to live. We're going to be a third world cesspit. Good job, government. You sold out. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are live here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Got a big guest, one of the big Mac daddies of operating systems and cybersecurity, the history and future of the Internet, is joining us. You want to stay with us for that. I will take some of your phone calls at 1-800-259-9231 coming up as soon as I'm done playing these videos and going over this information. I think before I cover all the latest news and how it ties into this, it's better to just show you the video. Here is one of many videos out there of the Obama Brigade. We showed people during Obama's campaign, people in camo chanting for Obama, and then we showed Obama saying he wants a military domestic security force, and the fact that Republicans wanted it as well. It's bipartisan, but that he could get the popular support to actually energize it. And now they're announcing, and they're training already Boy Scouts to, quote, take on veterans and gun owners. That's in the New York Times. And the Homeland Security documents say the #1 threat to Homeland Security is veterans and gun owners, so the whole system's set up for them. And in the article written by Kurt Nimmo, he links directly to City Year and other subdivisions of AmeriCorps and Secure Corps, where they state they're under Homeland Security to carry out Homeland Security duties, including intelligence gathering. So what you're about to see are spies doing paramilitary training. And they then mix in Martin Luther King and Gandhi with it. Martin Luther King and Gandhi were fighting secret police and spies and fascism. But it puts a nice liberal, drum circle angle on it. But the uniforms are decidedly fascist. Red with black trim with brown khakis. This is, if I was making a science fiction movie about a dystopic nightmare future with thug, citizen corps enforcers, this would be it. And it's called the Corps. So this is part of AmeriCorps, and it says on their site, join the Corps. And their main system, and now at first they have PR functions of helping old ladies and school kids, but the main function is what Rahm Emanuel said, military training, 3 months every summer for the youth, junior high, high school, and out of school. paramilitary training with weapons. But don't believe me, just watch that screen. Here it is.
We will stop.
I am change. I've been around since the beginning of time.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
Over the years, I've had many faces. Over the years, I've had many looks.
I have a dream.
But I've always had the same goals. To make this world a better place.
Let's hit pause.
Those who need it.
They brought down the Berlin Wall. No, behind the Berlin Wall was citizen corps in tattletale uniforms spying on the citizens. So they wrap tyranny and spies and federally controlled local communities and federalization of police and the Boy Scouts training for gun confiscation. I mean, Insecure Corps, that division. I've got the Philadelphia News 7 years ago under Bush training the high schoolers and middle schoolers for warrant service and fugitive apprehension, quote, with M16s. So, no. You'd be the people shooting the folks trying to get out of East Germany. Go back to the video.
To make this world a better place by helping those who need it most. To never turn my back when
Stop
things
right
get
there.
tough.
Our government and the Democratic Party's introduced bills that restrict free speech, that continue the free speech zones, that continue the Cyberbullying Act, H.R. 1966, that openly says if you hurt someone's feelings and they sign an affidavit, they will federally charge you under a felony. I mean, forget hate crimes laws where they punish some things more if they claim it was a protected group. This is saying that if you do something on the internet that somebody says hurt their feelings, federally charged. But then you show Tiananmen Square where people didn't have free speech. That was about free speech at Tiananmen Square. You show that when that's what you are. You camouflage yourselves in the color of liberty, in the flag of liberty, but then you, at the end, you say, this is my uniform, this is what I wear. You guys are sick. So this is meant to suck in people who are just ignorant. I mean, my God, this is tyranny wrapping itself in liberty. And we will defeat you. We'll be right back with more of this disgusting video. Stay with us.